before anyone looks.
It's called recycling this.
We're Stephen and Mags, and together with our 3 kids, Louis, Neve and Oliver, we're starting out on the biggest adventure of our lives, swapping city life for an off-grid homestead. After years of dreaming about making a change, we sold our house in the UK, packed up all our belongings and made the 1,500-mile trip to southern Spain, with the hopes of creating the dream family home and a new life in the sun. Follow our story from the very beginning as we begin the journey of creating our off-grid home.
Good afternoon everyone, buenos dias. So this week we're trying to work on our chicken coop, and me and Mags are being very frugal. We've been driving around, we've been out doing shopping this morning, but now we're driving around and we're looking for, as you can see in the back, pallets. So we're collecting pallets that we're going to try and make the chicken coop out of. We've got a few in the back, we've got a few in the land already, and then we found a wood shop that was selling discounted wood for €2. So we got a pile of wood you can see there as well. We've even picked up a door for a different project, but that's not for the chicken coop. So we're now just driving through an industrial estate because there's often pallets just left lying around in the street, and we're trying to see if we can find some more. So if we find some, we'll show you what we find. So this isn't a pallet, but there's spare wood, so I'm going to take that because all wood's useful, especially for when you're doing a chicken coop. So 2 more pieces of wood being found. Building new stuff, yeah. No, don't go that way. Skips. Go on. There we go, another little pallet out of the collection. So, looking at that wood there, Max has just spotted. Look at this! Ta-da! I'm going to take some of this now as well. Before anyone looks.
It's called recycling this. One man's junk is another man's treasure.
Oh, we're bad hoarders. What about them?
Absolutely. Looks like ventilation to me.
Ah, the car's full. Roost.
There'll have to be little chickens for that to be a roost.
Oh my god.
You're never getting those in the car.
I don't think we're fitting in, but I want them.
You might have to put the legs the other way. You nearly had it then, you nearly had it on the bottom corner. Almost. No, it's not gonna do it. Somehow I don't think that that's gonna go instinct.
No. Perfectly good pieces going to waste. Awesome.
What else is in your box?
There's two little ones. There's yellow thing.
Got a mitty feet.
I'm gonna have to be able to put a bit of feet. It's not going in. Really good pieces of wood, but yeah, got quite a haul out of that. I'm gonna show them the hole in the back of the car.
So this is what we got in the end. All that wood to take apart and make a chicken coop.
So we're out. Unbeknownst to us, there's people standing around the corner listening to us laughing our heads off getting all the wood and putting it in the car. And when we finished putting it in the car, we tried to drive away and they were all stood there laughing at us. So yeah, we went a little bit red. But we've got a car full of wood which we're going to try and use to build this chicken coop. We went to the DIY stores this morning to look for wood, and one length of 2.5 metre length of 2x1 wood was like €14.50, which was scandaloso. So
I was going to say that.
It was scandaloso. And then we went to another DIY shop and it was $13.75, which was, by the time you bought enough of that to do a chicken coop, I might as well go out and buy one that's pre-made. Like, it's going to cost me just as much. So we thought we'd start looking for wood. We've already been collecting pallets, so there's some already back at the house. And now we've got a whole car full of different types of wood that we can use to build this chicken coop with. God knows what it's going to look like when it's finished. It'll look like the house that Jack's built. But yeah, we're going to use that.
And the chickens won't care.
And the chickens won't care, yeah, as long as they've got somewhere dry and somewhere they can get out the sun in as well. That'd be great. Right, so we're on our way home and we're going to take all this out when we get there. Well, we're back. So we're back, but we're going out in a few minutes. We've got to go and collect Oliver from school. But there's the pallets we've got already. Not this. This is a dining table set and chairs that have got to go together. Pallets we've got already. And a booth full of other lovely wood. So we're going to work on getting all this out and add it to that pile. So we're back. As you can see, the sun is out, the sky's blue and all's nice and calm, but it hasn't been that way for the last few days. So we've had quite a bit of wind, and as you can probably see behind me, the screen that we had growing all our beans and peas up has completely snapped off. We've had really strong winds, so it's took most of the leaves off all the grapevines, which has saved us a job because they were due for pruning. But we've just had loads of branches come down, and we've also had the farmer in who looks after all the fields on the property where we're at, and he's come in and cut down all the asparagus for the winter. So the place is looking mighty bare. One, because most of the leaves off all the things like the pomegranate trees have all blown away in the wind. But two, also because the fields now look like this. So you can see there's absolutely nothing left. The way asparagus grows, we found, is that once you've cropped them, you leave them to grow into those big green plants that you might have seen around in videos before, and then you let them die off so all the nutrients return to the ground, and then chop them down like this. So I've got a few clips which I'll put in. We managed to get some of the workers who were pushing all the plants at the edge into the middle, and then the farmer came along on his tractor and just ploughed the whole lot and chopped it all up and left it on top. But all the fields, you can see, look pretty much like this. The one out the house especially looks really bare because we can see out to the road now where we couldn't before. And there's the back part of the property. It just looks really weird being able to see all the way down. Yeah, very strange. But we're not going to let that deter us, and we've got stuff that we need to crack on with around the house. So the first one we need to do is fix that screen where the bees and peas were growing and see if there's any that we can salvage. And then we've got a load of little woodworking jobs we're going to do. One, we're going to try and make our own headboard for our new bed. And two, pallets and different types of wood that we've been collecting that we're going to use to start making our chicken coop. So we need to start separating all them and see how far we can get with making a new chicken coop. Right, on to the first job.
So there it is, we've managed to stand it back up, and what we plan on doing is tying it somehow to here and then anchoring it to the wall. So Steve's gonna see if that's possible. We'll drill it into the wall and see if we can't anchor it down a little bit better, so as that, I mean, hopefully we won't get 90-mile-an-hour winds again, but just in case we do, the screen will still be standing. Look what it did to all our veg that was attached to it. Like the beans and peas are just snapped and all dying and dead. I mean, definitely that one's seen better days. The lettuce is not so bad. It's taken a little bit of a beating, but it's not awful. But as far as the beans and peas goes, not sure whether they're going to be salvageable. But on a happier note, our only bucket of potatoes, that survived. So he's just put some holes in the wall, and now he's just going to put a bracket right over the front of the metal pipe in a couple of places just to try and keep it pulled back. All secured to the wall, well, hopefully. Whilst he gets on with securing the screen over there, I'm going to get on with trying to strip some pallets. This little device is something that we bought back in England a few years back now, and we bought it because we collected pallets then as well, and we took them apart and made the decking. So it worked quite well, so we're hoping that this time it will work just as well at stripping the pallets for the chicken coop. Although we might have to make a space really first after the storm to be able to take them apart. Well, that didn't work, did it? Take two, I bought the shovel this time.
Meg's is cracking on doing the pallets, and while she's there, I finished putting this up. I've now got 2 hooks on the ball and some wire attaching it so that it doesn't move. It's pretty sturdy, it pulls one way or the other so it doesn't blow, and then on that side it's attached with the 2 fixings that are on there as well. So I'm quite pleased it's not going to move. However, I now need to turn my attention to this. So we've got friends who've got ducks and chickens, and we gave them a load of lettuce from this side last week, and we're going to give them this lettuce from this side this week. So I'm going to take all them out and then get rid of all the wrecked peas and beans that were at the back. And I've got some new seeds to plant in. So I'm going to plant these 3, and then hopefully they'll be sprouted by the time we have chickens, and we've got some fresh greens for them to have. So the bed's done. I've raked all the old stuff out, took all the old roots out, loosened the soil up a little bit, and then I've planted in 3 sections. So up to this part here, this is 1 lettuce, and that is that, first of all. On the middle section, we've got romaine lettuce, which is that one. And then on the 3rd section here, we've got that one, 4-stationed manticosa. Which is in the last part there. So 3 different types of lettuce that hopefully will grow. We just need to water them in.
Well, this is how far I've got in the wood so far. I've denailed and taken apart those. There are still 4 pallets that do need doing, and then there's some more wood just there piled up that I've taken apart and denailed as well. But we're going to get on to the next job, I think, because I don't think my muscles can take much more for today. So Steve's just setting up to get going with our next job. So we've got the little chop saw out, and the, what are they called? Wood horses or saw horses?
Workstations.
Yeah. So we're just getting our workstation ready, because what we're going to do next is we're going to turn this door into a headboard. So we bought a super king size bed and we can't find a headboard, so we're just going to get a bit creative. We bought a bit of wood and we're going to turn this door into a headboard.
can't find my countersink piece anyway, so I've decided I'm going to use this piece instead, just to take a little bit off the tops of the screws so don't stick out.
Didn't you want that glue?
Oh yeah, I forgot to put the glue. Yeah, we brought the glue out to put in it and I forgot to put the glue on, so I'll put it on this one at least. Get one screw on each side and then it should be okay.
Maybe you should have got the clamps for this.
Probably should have, but they're packed away in the box somewhere. So, although we've got all our tools here, loads of them are still packed up, and because we haven't really got anywhere proper to store them as yet, like some sort of system to put them away in, they're still in boxes.
Is that lining up?
Stand it up and move the stuff out. So there's the headboard, needs painting, but it should fit nicely behind the bed. We have got an extra large bed, which is like sleeping in 2 separate rooms, isn't it? We can't do it out here because there's too many flies, so we won't paint it out here, we'll paint it inside. Go across and just give the top, fill the top in there, sand it over and paint
Give it a
it.
little wipe down and stuff in the dust. And
Yeah, and then should be done. But there's the headboard. So that's as much as we've got time for this week. We've managed to get some of the pallets stripped, we've fixed the damage from the wind and planted new lettuces for when we get chickens, and we also made the headboard behind us. We'll be carrying on next week, hopefully starting building the chicken coop and then putting an order in for chickens.
yeah.
Not a turkey for Christmas,
No,
no.
we want, I was just going to say that, we want Christmas chickens, we
Yeah.
don't want a Christmas turkey.
Yeah, not on the plate, but in the coop.
Yeah, I was going to say that, I don't eat it either.
Thanks very much for following along with us and watching if you got this far. Please consider sharing the video, it really does help the channel, it helps us grow. Please like and subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.
See you next one, bye.